what it was. Y'all know who it is. And y'all tuned in with Priceless Knowledge of Self. And y'all finna take this cosmic insight, man. For real. So, hey, man, we're gonna continue on with these nodes, man. But before we do that, man, I got another recommendation for y'all, another book recommendation that I want y'all to check out. So this right here, this is something that I've really read in depth, and it's not just astrology. This book covers archetypes, chakras, the Enneagram, sun sign, it talks about a lot of different things, man. It really goes into you. It's called Who Are You by Malcolm Godwin. Okay. Y'all can go check that out. Get that at Barnes & Noble. I ordered it off Amazon. Hey, man, it's on point. I like it anyway. So, what y'all want me to say, man? Say, man, this motherfucker killing the game, y'all. This motherfucker is the truth, y'all. The fuck up. So, look, man, we got to continue on with these nodes, man, and we really got to get off the bullshit and keep it real. So, this right here, this gonna be a little something about those people that have the North Node in Virgo and the South Node in Pisces in their natal chart. And before we get to that all the way, you already know what I'm going to do first. I'm going to bring y'all a little bit on the North Node. Then I'm going to bring y'all a little bit on the South Node. Then after that, I'm going to give y'all a little bit on how us astrologers use the nodes and a little bit of the history behind it. So with that being said, man, let's get it cracking. So in astrology, your life's purpose is encoded in the North and the South Node of the moon, or referred to as Rahu and Ketu, respectively, in Vedic astrology. And they're not actual celestial bodies, but they're rather two mathematical points that fall opposite to each other in a chart. And they create an axis of sorts of opposite signs and opposite houses. For instance, if your North Node is in Scorpio, then your South Node is in Taurus. You know what I'm saying? And if your North Node is in Gemini, then your South Node is in Sagittarius. And if your North Node is in Virgo, then your South Node is in Pisces. If your North Node is in the first house, then your South Node is in the seventh. And if your South Node is in the seventh, then your motherfucking North Node is in the first, cuz. So I hope y'all got that. If not, man, you have to call your motherfucking kindergarten teacher this time. And I ain't mad. It just is what it is. So, the nodes, they really help us answer questions like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with my life? Why am I here, and what's my mission? Even why am I like this, and what might I have been in a past life? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we're going to discuss some past life stuff. And if you're not believing in reincarnation, I respect that. Just think of it as your early days, okay? And so, here we go. So the North Node of Rahu, this is your destiny. This is your karmic path. This is where the fuck you need to be headed right now. Right now. And so I like to think of the North Node as the terrain that's calling your name, but climbing to the peak of that mountain gonna be like trying to get up Mount Everest or Mount St. Helens at the very least, man. And it's often gonna involve you enlisting some help, getting rid of some baggage, and doing all kinds of things to get up that hill, man, because this is your learning curve in a sense. Rahu activities are going to require you to step outside of your comfort zone. And once you do, man, you're going to feel how amazed at how empowered you feel, because this is like the activation of your life's mission, man. And once that you align yourself with this path, man, your life is going to feel a lot more purpose driven, man. And I ain't Dave Ramsey. I'm just telling you. So, at the same time, no, you're going to fall back on that South Node as that little ace in the hole at certain times, because it's what you're good at. And that's even after you made your way in this life. But when it comes to the North Node, we always get caught up in thinking that just because we're really good at some shit, or we easily master something, or we had some talents that we brought into us, that's what the fuck we're supposed to be doing with our lives. And, maybe we could get a few accolades doing it or something, but it's never going to feel really satisfied or spiritually nourishing, man. And the simple fact is happens is you've probably taken that path enough times in a past life. That's why it's so good to you now. And it's just, there's something that you brought with you from the Akashic records, man, you know. So that's Rahu and your karmic destiny. So when we talking about Ketu or the South Node, these are your inherent gifts, your innate gifts, your past life shit. You know what I'm saying? The South Node is going to be the opposite sign as the North Node, and it reveals the gifts that you brought into this lifetime with you from past lives, or it's just stuff that you were born into this life with, if you don't believe in that. And it's your comfort zone or your little sweet spot, and you're going to be innately good in these areas of life, which may cause you to begin your little early path based on this energy. And while that might bring you some accolades and a little sense of satisfaction, like I said earlier, it ain't never going to be spiritually nourishing, because it's basically on some been there, done that type shit. And, you know, indeed, you probably have it, and in many lifetimes, man. So it's time for you to now flip the script and use Ketu as a springboard into Rahu's destiny. You know, use the shit that you are always good at and have always been good at to get good at the shit that's on the opposite end of the spectrum, the shit that you struggle with, man. It's like the South Node is your little horoscope hometown and shit. And it's not necessarily somewhere that you want to settle permanently unless you're a sucker. You know, I'm just playing. But it's not somewhere that you necessarily want to settle permanently, but, you know, somewhere comfortable to visit when you need a boost or just to feel a sense of belonging, okay? And so us astrologers, we use the node to determine where your destiny lies in this lifetime with the North Node or Rahu, or kind of what you had going on in past lives with the South Node or Ketu. And as far as their transits, they change signs about every 18 months, year and a half, you know. And this shit goes well beyond just Western astrology and even this life that we're living right now, as we've already said. You know, in Jewish or Kabbalistic astrology, you know, it focuses primarily on the nodes, and it calls the North Node your tikkun, or the correction. And it views this as a karmic adjustment that your soul must make in order to ascend. And in Vedic or sidereal astrology, you know, Rahu is the head of the dragon, and he has no body and no spirituality. He's all drive. And Ketu is the body or the tail of the beast, and it's all spirituality with no drive. And it really takes a very harsh view of the South Node's karma, but we ain't gonna go there. To sum it up, man, this shit is crucial, and you need to fucking pay attention, man, because this could really help you ascend to the next level and get past the same old cycles that you've been stuck in this fucking life. I don't know what's going on with my neighbors, man. Like, they kids. Anyway, but I love them. I'm crazy as hell. But look, man, the house placement here is going to be way more crucial, but we ain't going to get into that, okay? So when we talking about people that have the North Node in Virgo, man, you know, from Jump Street, man, Rahu is telling these people that they need to get their motherfucking heads out of the clouds and be present, because, you know, they have a strong tendency to only want to do what their inner voice is telling them to do and not go with the norms of this physical plane of existence. And that can't fly, man. It's time to be present. These individuals can really see what's ideal and have a desire to put in whatever work necessary for the perfection that's in their eyes to be attained. However, in order for this to happen, they need to learn some discernment and develop some boundaries, even with their self. And, you know what I'm saying? They also got to start using their brain just as much as they use their empathy and their intuition to navigate through these situations that they put themselves in. You feel me? Natives with the North Node here, you know what I'm saying, they're being directed to start paying attention to the little details of their lives and making sure that they're being health conscious in everything that they're doing. And, you know what I'm saying, this is going to be alarmingly difficult to somebody that, you know what I'm saying, always has this impulse to daydream too much, procrastinate, and just push shit to the side, man. Virgo North Node means that, you know, it's time to get real, man. It's time to accept responsibility, learn some practicality by being present here on this physical density right here, in this density. So, you know what I'm saying, they got to get their ass off Neptune and shoot through that motherfucking wormhole to Earth, because the spirit realm is eternal and they have responsibilities with their self and those they care about right here on this physical plane, for real, man. And that's the main message here. They've got to learn how to get into a routine and dig in, you know what I'm saying? And focus when things get intense instead of trying to dip out until it passes by, which is, those Pisces tendencies. They've got a habit of just going with the fucking flow and trusting their spirituality. And, you know what I'm saying? In past lives, you know what I'm saying? That might have been cool and everything, man. But this lifetime, it's about them docking that boat and finding a way to ground themselves for their own good, for their own health, because Virgo is also all about health. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that they've been, taking on from others, then escaping into, shit that obviously ain't healthy, ain't gonna work, man. So the North Node is imploring them to stop running and start analyzing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They need to realize what the fuck the issue really is and then start doing something about it. And you know what I'm saying? Virgo energy is all about doing your part efficiently too. So, you know what I'm saying? That's going to make the whole operation as a whole run more effectively. You know what I'm saying? Do your part efficiently, and the whole thing will run effectively. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do that when your ass is somewhere, you know what I'm saying, off in the cosmos, you know what I'm saying, or in Neverland, or you somewhere in Oz, or at Hogwarts, or, you know what I'm saying, on meth, or in my bedroom, or any fucking where else in fantasy land, man. You feel me? And that's real, because the fact of the matter is, no matter how it has worked out for you in previous existences, if you have this placement, man, it just ain't healthy for you this time. It ain't. And you know what I'm saying? This time around with Virgo here is also definitely all about being healthy, being present, being useful, and using your practical brain just as much as your intuition, And, when it comes to having, the South Node or Ketu and Pisces, you know what I'm saying? With them inherently wanting to avoid details and everyday matters and problems, you know what I'm saying? They can sometimes develop a very fucking undisciplined way of living. Not to mention, a lot of them get deeply engulfed and entrenched in really fucking toxic addictions because they don't know how to deal with all this energy that they take on from their environment, man, because they always have. So, you know what I'm saying? This can be a really hard bag because these are people that have been stuck in cycles of addiction. And so with the Virgo here, it's telling you it's your turn to break that addiction for your health and for the greater good of everyone else. You know what I'm saying? It might be okay to just go with the flow and just let life happen to a certain point. But at some juncture, man, Rahu, the head of the dragon, is going to light a fire under that ass. I promise. To start getting into the routine of setting boundaries and tending to the details of your present life, man. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be nowhere to swim off to for them, man. And shit is going to get real. So they can just keep swimming like Dory, or, you know what I'm saying? They can take a look in the mirror and put some real work in the mirror. I said mirror. In the mirror and put some real work in on themselves, man. So they can get past the things that, you know what I'm saying, have accumulated from their own negligence and that escapism to whatever it is. It doesn't have to be drugs, alcohol, food, or sex or anything like that, man. You can just run into your imagination all the time. And it's awesome to have creativity and to be spiritual, because these are people that were probably artists and musicians in past lives. And these are people that were obviously very in tune with their spirituality. And this time, hey, it's there. You were in tune with your spirituality, but you got to pay attention to what's going on in this life, man. You have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself so that in turn, you can be of service to others, man. And that starts with tending to the details. So, hey, that's what this placement is all about, man. And just remember that it don't fucking matter where you have the North Node at. It don't matter where you have the South Node at, the energy that you brought with you, man. Just because you build like that, hey, it don't mean you have to build like that, baby. You know what I'm saying? You don't. You can leave the bullshit by the wayside and just do something else with your shit, man. Do something else with your shit. So, it is what it is. What you do with it is what you do with it. I done gave you the information. It's time for you to put it to work. I appreciate all the love and support. If y'all interested in the astrological readings whatsoever, you can either hit me up in the comments below or email me at mr.turner1300@gmail.com. That's in Western Vedic numerology. And understand, until February 13th, I still got the special going on, man. I'm doing synastries, charge full video synastry readings for $70, man. So get at me, man. And hey, I might have 3 more spots left that I'm going to do. Matter of fact, I got 2 more spots left that I'm going to do because I need the time to be able to do them. And like I said, I'm not starving, but it's kind of fun to me to do that and see how these energies work out. So fuck with me if you want to, man. And I ain't never going to turn down no money. My kids do need it. I just ain't starving because I'm the type of person that can go out and get it on my own no matter what, man. So just understand, man, that it's all love on my end. Fuck with me, man. Like, share, subscribe, man. If y'all interested in any of this priceless knowledge of self merch, man, you know what to do. You know what I'm saying? You can get right and rep for your boy out here, man. I really appreciate it. It ain't nothing but love, man. It ain't nothing but love. Y'all keep it real till next time, man. You already know I'm gonna keep it fly as can be.